Cash Money, No Limit. Did you see that shit?
It was a disadvantage of Cash Money and Cash Money without Turk and Wayne.
Oh, well, I think I could probably break a little bit. I was gonna talk about this on the stream, the chat, and y'all can clip this, I guess. You know what ended up happening?
What?
So Wayne was supposed to be there and cancel the day of.
What? Have Wayne now? It's different. Yeah, it's different.
Hey, all right, let me tell you what's supposed to happen.
What?
Cash Money wins hands down if this happens. And all this was contracted. And come on, y'all should know who my source is gonna be if I'm saying certain shit. The money was already sent, and that's not Birdman telling me. People sent the money. Wayne was supposed to come out, cancel the day of, the morning of. Also, remember this at Complex Con. Young Boy was gonna come out to perform one song, and then perform at the end with Yeet and them, or after Yeet. Cash Money won. You have Young Boy performing.
That's why he gave him a shout out.
You have Wayne performing. Crazy. But you know, it is what it is. You know, I thought Cash Money won, but I'm not gonna lie. I got to give No Limit a lot of credit. I didn't know too many No Limit songs. I felt not hip hop. I got to go do my research.
Man, I knew it. I knew that Wayne. I just had a real strong feeling that Wayne did something like that. Like, cause Wayne is always trying to be the super special guy. Like, I don't know what it is about Wayne. That's that Libra energy. That's that Libra energy, man. Because, like, come on, Weezy, you a special guy, and we know that. Everybody is saying that. Why do you always have to throw tantrums and act like you just he's a real diva, man. And I love Wayne to death, man. I love Wayne just as much as the next person, but him always acting like he's a broad or something. Like, come on, bro, you act like a diva, bro. Like, you got too much cat energy. Like, come on, bro, stop. Yeah, she back in the 808 Lounge with your boy Clint Joseph, man. How y'all doing? What's popping? What's going on? Well, shout out to my loungers, man. Yes, sir, we back at it like a crack at it. You better believe it. Hey, we come with content. We all gas, no breaks from here on. I'm telling y'all, that's real. But on today's agenda, we have Lil Weezy and Lil Tonche. You know, we have DJ Akademiks, you know what I'm saying? And this is basically, we still talking about that versus, man. When that legendary versus, No Limit versus Cash Money Millionaires, Cash Money Records, man. It was a legendary night. Most people are feeling like No Limit won. And there's no buts about it, you know. Give them the low, you know, I'm a Cash Money. I still feel like Cash Money did their thing, but circumstances being that, you know, it wasn't that many, you know, all the members weren't there. Baby pulled his little situation, you know, towards Turk.
I met BG, I met Wayne, I met Juvie, I met Turk. Shout out to Turk, your little ain't here, but you. We gon' you when we won't you. You heard me? Don't go off script, nigga. Hey, we gon' this when we want, but that's another movie.
Which kind of threw the night off and made Cash Money look bad, so I get it. I give y'all, you know, I give y'all that No Limit argument. But I have new information coming from DJ AK, as Birdman called him. DJ AK, as Birdman called him. But he has some inside information. You know, he did a interview with Charleston White. You know, I crazy behind Uncle Charleston White, man. You know, he did an interview with Charleston White at Young NBA's Houston show, I think. And he basically let it be known that he had inside information that NBA Youngboy and Wayne was supposed to be there. Oh, man. You know how much more legendary that night would even been? But he says that Wayne supposedly decided not to do it the same day. the same day, Wayne. Like, see, those the games that I be feeling like that's the type of stuff that Wayne do that I don't be feeling. If you don't want to do it, Wayne, that's all. We understand that that's your choice. You know, that's your prerogative. But at the same time, you mean to tell me it took to the day of the show to realize you didn't want to do it, Wayne? Now, I'm not gonna say that no other business information or no other business decisions probably changed at the last minute, which forced him to change his mind. Yes, it's a possibility that could have happened. But Wayne has a history of doing stuff like this, especially when it comes to Birdman in that Cash Money situation. We understand, Wayne, that Baby took, you and Baby had them situations with that money, whatever. I thought you took him to court and got your money. And either you're gonna forgive Baby or you're not. It's like Wayne just be moving funny, man, sometimes. And I don't, they were originally saying that he didn't perform because that all four of them weren't gonna be there. And I know that sounds kind of sketchy, but at the same time, I still came and brought it to y'all because that's what I heard. That's what I heard. But this sounds more like Wayne right here. This sounds more like Wayne. You know what I'm saying? And if he chose not to perform the day of the show, I know it had nothing to do with Turk, like they originally said. It had Turk wasn't gonna be there, so he's not gonna be there. That couldn't be right because you knew Turk wasn't gonna be there for a while. Turk was really never supposed to be there, so it couldn't have been that. But when it comes to Weezy be on that type of timing, you know what I'm saying? Weezy be on that type of timing. Weezy want to let you know he's special. And we know you special, brother. You are the heart of Cash Money. There's no Cash Money without you. But you don't have to flex your love, you don't have to do this every time, Wayne. You would have made everybody happy, bro, if you would have did this, man. And I feel like, come on, man, make your fans happy sometimes. It ain't always gotta be about you. You put yourself in this position, so you know what is expected of you, man. Like what you gotta do. You signed up for this. But and then when a lot of people hear about the NBA situation, they like, man, why would NBA be there? NBA is gonna drown out, the verses because there's gonna be too much attention on NBA. Which NBA is popping right now. He is doing his thug thizzle right now. We all know the NBA is on his master tour, and he's down there selling out every city he's going to. The cities that are letting him perform, because we already know the type of energy that that 4K Trey bringing, that green flag bringing, NBA bringing. We know the type of energy he bringing. He bringing out all the YNs, all the steppers. He bringing out all the head busters. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of cities ain't even wanting that in their city. A lot of people saying, well, a lot of cities are saying, no, it's too dangerous for you to perform. We ain't got time to be trying to put hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars into our police, department so we can put more police on the street just for you. Like we ain't going for that. But yeah, so a lot of people are feeling like that, but a lot of people don't realize that NBA was signed to Cash Money at one time. He's been signed with Cash Money on several joint ventures. You know what I'm saying? So technically, he's a Cash Money artist. So it would have been all right for him to be there. That would have been all fair game, really. Yes, he's not from back in the day, but he's still on the label. They don't say how far you have to go back or how long the artist had to be on the label and all that. So just imagine, man. Let's imagine if that was, really true. I believe it's really true coming from Akademiks, being that he rubbed shoulders with Baby. He been, he been damn near to every tour date that NBA had, almost probably more than half of them. So when Akademiks comes out and say stuff like this and me knowing Act, I believe it. I believe it. I never known him to, to do too much flagging and capping, especially about a subject like this. But yeah, man, yeah, that would have been, if you ask me, that would have been case closed. That really, far as the guidelines that you guys are using, saying that what makes you win. Because if you ask me, I feel like Cash Money won anyway, just from the hits. Just from the hits, I feel like No Limit can't compare to them when it comes to hits and just the songs. But people were saying, okay, it's about the performance. It's about who participated. It's about who's there, dude. It's about the clothing scheme. No Limit had the clothing scheme going on. Somebody even told me they felt like Cash Money was supposed to come in white tees. Hey, they say Cash Money was supposed to, they would have felt like it would have been more organized looking if Cash Money would have came in white tees. Man, stop the foolishness, man. Y'all a trip, man. But though, man. So all in all, man, it was a big night for hip hop. Especially Southern hip hop. It was just it was a legendary night. I was keep repeating that because that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? But I just wish that whatever would have happened would have got worked out. I understand what happened with NBA because NBA is really a busy dude right now. He's on tour himself. So if he would have been able to kind of make it out there, that would have been a super plus, man. But it is what it is, man. It was still a good night. But I need y'all to go and smash that like button. Bam, that video. You feel me? If you got any value out this video, man, if I put you up on any game, let you know something you didn't know, you did. Please go to my YouTube and subscribe at 808-Lounge, my Facebook at 808 Lounge, my TikTok at 808 Lounge 9 Fun. Y'all already know what it is, man. Yes, sir. I ain't gonna hold y'all. So, it's Clint Joseph over at 808 Lounge. Y'all already know I'm be signing out. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.